Hi, I'm Callum Wilson, striker for Bournemouth. I play in the Premier League. My purpose of the visit to Aspetar is to get fit, change the scenery from the club, also have family. So for me, it can be a holiday for them, but also work for me. So I'm getting the best of both worlds, really. And also just to get other experts to look at my injury. So the more people that see it, the better, I think, personally. Yeah, I think the hospital and my experience here has been good. I've been here for 2.5 weeks now. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Richard, who I've been working with, has been fantastic. To all the staff that have took my fitness sessions, my physios, it's just numerous people to thank, and I've got much better knowledge now of my body and of how to remain injury free. And I'll take that with me back to the club, back to England throughout my career. So it's been a good experience, been a big learning curve, and yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The facilities here are fantastic. It's something different. They have obviously a lot more equipment than what they have back at the club in England, because you have all sorts of injuries here, not just knee injuries. You've got other athletes from different sports that will be coming here as well. So I think personally the facilities have been great. That they've got everything you need in terms of gym, to weights, to pools, everything like that. So there's nothing that you're wanting for, and I think that adds to everything else. When you're getting good work with the physios and things like that, you've got the equipment to back it up, really. Well, I've used Isokinetics in London before, when I previously did my ACL. That was good. It's a different environment. That's a lot more mixed, so it's not just athletes. You have sort of people, women, you could have potentially children there, the older generation, so it's quite good, and I suppose it's in England. But for me, I think getting away, getting some sunshine, seeing my family have a good time out here as well, knowing that they're with me whilst I do the rehab is very important, because if I was here for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and they're in England, and you're always on the phone, missing them. So I think with them by your side, it adds to that sort of factor of getting good treatment and also them having a good holiday, like I say, yeah. Well, here's been a good stage in my rehab. I was getting to the point where I needed a change of scenery. When you're injured all the time at the club, it builds up a lot, and you're seeing the players all fit around you. So I think to get away sometime is good. And I think obviously I'm not putting a time scale on things, but this trip has obviously helped massively. I will be sort of back fit for pre-season, hopefully, without putting too much pressure on myself on the time scale. But fingers crossed it goes to plan, and I've progressed here in the 2 weeks I've been here. Not just saying that, but massively. My muscles improved, my strength, everything you could say, my diet and everything, really. So like I say, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I've come in here, and I'm progressing in my rehab, and like I say, I'll take that back to England with me. Yeah, so I had my previous ACL last season, which for me was my worst injury. This year I've done it again, unfortunately, but I think for me, I've had the experience from last year, so I've took that part with me. So I know how to manage it, really. I know how to deal with it mentally and physically, what I need to do to get myself back to competition, and I'll do everything possible to make that happen, really. The hardest thing about being injured is probably not being able to do what you love doing, really. I think for me, I love football. I've always wanted to be a football player, so when you get that taken away from you and you can't train every day, play matches every day like your teammates are, that's obviously the hardest part. But I think it drives you more to appreciate it when you are fit, and it drives you to get back playing and amongst the lads and playing matches, yeah. from driving around the country, I've seen different things that are going on for the World Cup, like the metro that's going on, the stadium next door. It all looks unbelievable, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can be a part of that with the England team and be back out here, but on a positive note, and playing matches. Yeah. Well, I think for me personally, 6 goals in 20 games is not good enough for my standards. I set my standards high, so for me it's always good to score in the Premier League, and it's always something I've wanted to do as a boy, but I think my goals to game ratio isn't as good as what it could have been this year. I think since my injury last time, there was things I could have changed and made myself improve to sort of come back in a better condition. But I suppose after an injury like I had last year, it is hard, and you can be hard on yourself sometimes. But for me personally, like I say, I'd like to improve on that next year, and the team in general, I think remaining in the Premier League is a massive achievement in itself, but I think to build on where we finished last year is the key for this year, and we've got 5 games left now, and I know that the boys are playing out of their skins at the moment. So I think if we can get to the 40-point mark and then beyond that within the next few games, I think that's a positive season for our standards. Yeah. Well, obviously, you as a football player, you wanna be the best you can be, and you want to be playing for the best teams in the world, and hopefully one day, like I say, I can represent my country and keep improving as a player, get myself goals and help the team improve as a whole and in general, really, and then who knows what the future holds. Yeah, just keep supporting English football. In the Premier League is a fantastic league, and everyone appreciates the support that we get around the world. And yeah, like I say, if you enjoy watching the best teams in the country, then that's where you want to be watching. Yeah. Congratulations to Aspetar for the 10-year anniversary, and hopefully many more years to come. And you keep improving facilities like this, then you'll have all the best players around the world coming here to visit when they get setbacks like I've had.